Greetings and welcome to the info session overview for the BS in Hospitality and Tourism Management. I'm Lori Salaney, one of the faculty members here in HTM, and with me today is Amber Tyrala, one of our incredible Isenberg academic advisors. Hospitality and tourism is the world's largest industry, and the goods and services we provide are in high demand by consumers. This demand has created a period of incredible growth in the industry, which is exciting for both consumer and industry alike. With all this growth, we're seeing incredible opportunities for the next generation of managers and leaders. The future is bright for the industry and those working in it. Our students and alums are ready to take that lead, and we hope that you will apply and join us. So we're really glad that you are exploring this major as both an academic and professional future for yourself, because the industry is a pretty exciting place to work. We're going to review some things during this session that we hope will be informative and useful for you. We're going to talk a little bit about our undergraduate degree programs and majors. Then we'll look at the major and see if it's right for you. We'll look through the lens of our student experience, especially at the clubs and organizations. Then we'll talk about career preparedness and how that preparedness opens up opportunities for you. Then I'm going to turn the floor over to Amber, who'll talk about the application process, including the Predictor Courses, and she'll close with answering some of the common questions that students have. While you're watching this video, if at any time you would like, you could stop so that you can read the content on the slides and then restart. Without further ado, let's get started. You're here today because you are interested in hospitality and tourism management. But as you can see, we have both a BS and BBA program. Our BBA program consists of accounting, finance, marketing, management, and operations and information technology. Many of our majors share the same common core of classes. So you can expect, if you're in hospitality and tourism, that you're taking the same classes with some of your Isenberg peers. And in fact, many of our BBA students enjoy double majoring at HTM, which opens up even more career opportunities for them. But note, students beginning their academic career in the fall of 2022 cannot transfer into our BBA program. However, students can still transfer into the BS program. And in fact, Hospitality and Tourism Management is eager for you to transfer and join us. So let's talk about the HTM major. HTM is the world's largest industry, so the career possibilities are limitless. We employ about 10% of the global workforce and are responsible for about 11% of global GDP. With that in mind, you can find our grads everywhere, from small towns to thriving cities to all corners of the world. Working in large industry means that you can go anywhere you desire. Our consumers and customers travel the world, so why can't you? From 5-diamond hotel properties to bustling, successful restaurants to elite clubs, you'll find our graduates delivering outstanding hospitality services and taking charge of multi-million-dollar budgets and managing billion-dollar facilities. From consultants at the world's largest customer experience measurement firms to successful entrepreneurs to uniquely designed career paths, you're going to find HTM graduates leading the way in a very innovative industry. Below are just some of the areas of study offered with a good mix of required and elective courses. And this is in addition to the the Isenberg core classes that everybody in Isenberg takes. Lodging operations and management, food service management, a couple of the more commonly known areas within the industry. Service experience management is an up-and-coming and very important area. Some of our students gravitate towards human resources. Finance, accounting, revenue management, and analytics. These are jobs where people can take the numbers and use those as a tool to help management be more profitable and get a higher return on investment, looking at the story that those numbers tell us about our operations. Club management, you may not know as much about it, but think about the largest, most elite and beautiful country clubs you can think of. Somebody has to manage those facilities. Destination management, tourism, and conventions are incredible areas because what they do is bring new people into a community And that infuses new economic activity and new money in communities. A lot of our students are interested in events management. Sales and marketing is another really great area. And what we're seeing is that social media and technology have changed what sales and marketing look like. We're very focused on relationship and brand management. So is HTM the right major for you? Well, I can tell you that our graduates are sought after for their ability to provide innovative leadership in changing environments. You can find our alums, both recent and well-established, working at a host of familiar organizations. But increasingly, you can find them entering new and trending industries and career paths and other businesses, especially any business that is thinking about having to manage a customer service experience or customer relationship building. Things like real estate, development, sales, and service, thinking about technology, thinking about finance, relationship management, and more. So the skills that it takes to succeed in this very vast industry is as broad as the industry itself. And below are just some examples. And in fact, a lot of these bullets could appear on either side. But if we look at students in kind of the traditional segments of the industry, perhaps they're interested in pursuing leadership and management opportunities. They maybe have that service spirit themselves or are really interested in managing that service experience. They're looking for fast-paced, ever-changing environments where they can think on their feet and be problem solvers. They work well with others and understand how important it is to bring together good teams and how much we need to delegate to our teams. They desire to work with a diverse set of customers and team members because it's a global industry. They have an ability to think critically and make good decisions. It always helps if you're friendly, outgoing, and a good communicator, especially these days. For some of the students who may be gravitating towards the non-traditional or some of the emerging or crossover segments, perhaps they are really focused on their analytical skills and their problem solving. Maybe they have that interest in finance and accounting. Maybe there's an interest in technology, how big data is used, how online platforms support operations. Some of these positions definitely are working in groups, but perhaps there's some autonomous responsibilities here as well. They seek to use the hospitality skills they have to assist other businesses and operations. I think, like all of our students, being creative, artistic, and passionate is what leads the way to success. Let's look at the HTM Student Experience. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is that we turn today's students into tomorrow's leaders. And as an HTM student, you're going to become an integral part of the hospitality and tourism management network of outstanding students, faculty experts, and successful, committed alumni leaders. In short, you become part of the HTM family. In addition to the classroom education, you'll also gain real-world experiential learning opportunities. We kind of connect you to industry in the classroom, but then we also continue those connections outside of the classroom. Some of those opportunities are things like our HTM Career Day, a multi-day student-led event. And many of the recruiters who come to this event are actual alums who come back to bring the next generation up. Marriott Meals is a hands-on food service management experience. Our Industry Leaders Executive Mentorship Program sees industry leaders providing one-on-one mentoring to our current students. International study abroad, both short-term and long-term, enable our students to experience the world. Internship and work experience provide great opportunities for students to gain skills in a very competitive marketplace. We have a variety of student clubs that provide great opportunities for industry visits and networking, and it's a great way to build leadership skills as well. And then cutting edge, applied, hands-on industry projects, such as a recent project where students in our information technology and social media for hospitality industry class had an opportunity to work with a local bed and breakfast, developing and managing their social media platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Students experience real-world social media marketing management and learn social media metrics to measure the success of those tasks. HTM student clubs and organizations. As an HTM student, you have access to the more than 30 Isenberg clubs, not to mention the many clubs that are on campus already. Additionally, HTM has several student chapters of industry professional associations. These clubs meet regularly, and students really enjoy some of the industry field trips that they take all over the country, where they network with industry professionals as well as many of our alums. Memberships and participation in clubs further your experiential learning by getting you out of the classroom. For example, when one of our clubs worked very closely with our alums who were executives managing the US Open. Peer-to-peer networking is a great way for lowerclassmen to get support, advice, and guidance from upperclassmen. And clubs are also a great way to make a big campus feel small as you learn and work side by side with your peers who share a common interest. Here's a list of some of our popular HTM clubs, and you don't have to be a member of HTM to join any of these clubs. We invite you at any time. Career preparation. Here at HTM, we support you in your career goals and we prepare you for your future. Some of the resources and activities that help to secure your success include our Isenberg Chase Career Center and the many career development opportunities that they provide. In addition to an Isenberg Career Fair, HTM also has an annual career day with over 60 companies represented. This is a multi-day event which is planned, implemented, and managed by HTM students, another example of experiential learning and leadership building. Our required work experience prior to graduation ensures that by the time you graduate, you have built an impressive resume. Mentoring and networking is a great way to connect you to industry. Time and time again, recruiters tell us that they love hiring our grads because of their great work ethic and because they're ready to hit the ground running and take management jobs throughout the HTM industry and other industries. So how does that lead us into career opportunities? Well, the demand for the skills that our students have upon graduation is high. More and more, we're seeing that other industries are attracted to our HTM students because of the skills inherent to the study of hospitality and tourism management. What some people call soft skills, we call vital skills. Those include positive attitude, flexibility, adaptability, motivation, interpersonal skills, time management, communication, relationship building, teamwork, problem solving, decisiveness, ability to work under pressure, cultural awareness, and more. These are qualities and skills HTM grads absolutely possess. Upon graduation, we offer competitive pays. Now, it may seem some of our initial starting salaries are a bit lower than some of our Isenberg peer majors, but that's because many of our students upon graduation go into a management training program. For example, if you work for a large multinational company, you may do a 6 to 12-month rotational training program with specific emphasis in your area of expertise. When that training program is over, you get placed into a management job. And in our industry, career growth is very rapid. If we were to look at salaries 1, 2, or even 3 years out, you would expect to see very large increases that mirror the growth trajectory of jobs in this industry. Well, we know that the pandemic affected many industries across the world. And what we saw in our industry was incredible strength and resiliency. And what that told us was that we saw that the goods and services we provide are integral to how economies recover. And we were able to see a scenario where industry innovation during COVID, coupled with the pent-up demand that was felt when COVID was starting to lift, created incredible growth. So what the industry needs now is tomorrow's managers and leaders in the classroom today. And will that be you? I don't know. But what we're seeing is that the opportunities over the next 5 years or so for future managers and leaders are it's probably the most we've seen in the last 20 years, creating a huge gap in the need for tomorrow's managers. When we look at the wide variety of career opportunities in both the traditional and non-traditional paths, here's just a sampling of some of the recent paths that our students have taken. You probably see some very familiar company names here that you've heard of and perhaps even experienced yourself. An area where we're seeing more interest is in property management, like Avalon Bay and Bizzuto, the cruise ship industry, certainly food and beverage. We're seeing a lot of students going on the tech side. I think that one thing is pretty certain, that with all of the skills that you learn in and out of the classroom, with all of the networking opportunities that are presented to you during your time with us, by the time you leave, you will have established relationships that will help you with your first step as well as your future step along your career path. I'm going to turn the floor over to Amber now, who's going to talk about the application for admissions.
Hello, my name is Amber Tyrala, and I'm an Isenberg academic advisor. So now that you've heard all about the exciting major of hospitality and tourism management, I'll explain about the application process that you'll go through in order to join the major. So the application is accessible online beginning on November 1st for spring admission and April 1st for fall admission. The application deadlines are non-negotiable. The deadline for spring admission is December 1st at 5 p.m. and the deadline for fall admission is May 1st at 5 p.m. If you are a current Isenberg student, you do not need to apply to the major in order to major or dual major in HTM. Instead, you can complete the Google form listed on our application page. Academic transcripts are reviewed by the admissions committee after all final grades are received for the semester. Applicants are evaluated on a number of criteria, including academic performance in the Predictor courses, overall academic performance, and personal and professional activities and other involvement and/or leadership experience students have gained on and off campus. You will be notified about the status of your application via your UMass student email. So in order to apply to the HTM major, you do have to have in progress or have completed 3 Predictor courses, with one being HTM 100. HTM 100 is your Intro to Hospitality and Tourism Management course, and you either have to have the course completed or be enrolled in the course at the time of your application. You also need one of the following courses: Econ 103, which is Intro to Microeconomics, Res Econ 102, Intro to Resource Economics, or Econ 104, Intro to Macroeconomics. And lastly, you'll need one of the following: Math 121, Linear Methods and Probability for Business, or a higher level math course, Statistics 111, Elementary Statistics, Statistics 240, Intro to Statistics, or Res Econ 212, Intro to Statistics for the Social Sciences. And some exceptions may apply. You can contact our undergrad email at undergrad@isenberg.umass.edu. So next we'll go over some common questions that you may have while going through your application. Will my AP exam credit count as a Predictor course? Yes. Predictor courses completed by AP exam credit will factor into your Predictor course GPA as a letter grade of A. Will Predictor courses I've taken at another school be accepted for my application? Yes. Transfer courses are accepted, and the grade earned for the course will be factored into the Predictor course GPA. May I apply as a first semester, first year student if I have the necessary Predictor courses completed? First year students must be in their second academic semester at the time of their application. When and how will I be notified about the status of my application? Admissions decisions are made during the winter and summer sessions. You will receive notification of the outcome via your UMass email. How do I know which classes to enroll in if I won't know whether I will be admitted to HTM? You should plan your subsequent semester based on your current or secondary major requirements. If I am accepted, how will I know which Isenberg and/or HTM classes to take in the following semester? Upon acceptance, you may contact an academic advisor to help you with any necessary scheduling adjustments. If I am not accepted, may I apply again? Yes. You are welcome to reapply the following semester. If you have additional questions after learning about how to join the major and viewing this presentation, you can contact our office, the Isenberg Undergraduate Programs Office, or email us with your questions. Our phone number is 413-545-5610. And again, our email is undergrad@isenberg.umass.edu. If you're still unsure if HTM is the right career for you, questions about the HTM industry and careers can be directed to Lori Salaney, and her email is lsalaney@isenberg.umass.edu. We thank you for your interest in the Hospitality and Tourism Management major, and we hope to see you soon.